we gonna start?
Well, yeah, and
I'm confused. We're actually starting to do it now?
no.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
The credits will roll.
Okay.
You're here.
Good evening. Welcome to Grandma's Attic Music Review. As always, it's a pleasure and a joy to be with you tonight. So, I went back through some of my records, through some of my old DVDs, to find when the last time our guest tonight has been here. And if I'm correct, it's been since 2014. That's a long freaking time ago. It seems like a world away, that long time ago. But, you know, I've known him for a long time. He's played with the band Amalgamated Muck. He's played with other bands, the Weird Brothers, that have been here. Actually, the Weird Brothers were here more recently, and that was fun. If you want to go onto YouTube, you can check that show out. We had a lot of rollicking laughter that day. So anyway, he's back. He, like all of us, have been through some stuff since COVID. And the most important thing about all of it is he just dropped a new record, and we can't wait to hear some of the songs from it. So please help me welcome into your heart, into your home, and into your musical head, Brian Ebin Parker Wolfe.
I am the opener to shattered to leave. I am the opener. I get to play for free. While you sit there drinking, ordering of your next round, rest assured you'll see me when the next band comes to town. Buy me a goddamn drink, I'm the opener. I'm the opener.
Woohoo!
This next song was a song called Station Man. It's when I was a kid, I was brought up by very devout Episcopalian parents. They dropped me off for church every Sunday and go off to breakfast somewhere. And then my dad and I, he'd say his prayers with me at night, and then leave me in the bedroom in the dark, terrified that I'd die before I'd wake. And then my brother would come in later at night with his transistor radio, and he'd turn on Murray the K and Cousin Brucey, and I'd hear all manner of rock and roll, and that was my salvation. And it was always been the spirit guides in the night, and we have those spirit guides. We have Dot, and we have Ann, and we have Robbie, and we have Rick, and we have Frank, and we have Bruce, and we have all those great college radio and internet radio DJs. They're the spirit guides, and this song is all about all the great folks out there still turning us on to great music, and they get us through the night and get us through the day. So this song's for them.
Thank you.
I'm down on my luck and my sole inspiration. Are you out there tonight, station man? The summer is gone, I fear isolation. Are you out there tonight, station man? My heart is beating like a man on the run. I believe my greater creations, they're yet to come. Open the door, I need a long vacation. Are you out there tonight, station man? My heart is beating like a man on the run. I believe my greater creations, they're yet to come. Open the door, need a long vacation. Are you out there tonight, station man? Are you with me tonight, station man? Are you open tonight, station man? Are you open tonight, station man? Are you open tonight, station man?
Woohoo!
That's off my EP Passage. There's another song off a Passage called Hideaway. When I call you up, you seem distracted. Once every word was a point of attraction. I can't find a place to hide away. I can't find a reason to stay. Out in the street, it's down to fractions. The headlights illuminate the traction. I can't find a place to hide away. I can't find a reason to stay. I can't find a reason to stay. I can't find a reason to stay. I can't find one reason.
Woohoo! Your songs are nice and short.
Yeah, I'd been asked to write a song for a movie soundtrack. It was a movie about the end of the world. Always a good thing to think about, right? Anyway, so I had to write this song that was around a minute long. That inspired the whole Passage EP. The song that inspired the Passage EP is the next song I'm going to play. It's called I've Moved On. I think that's the name of it. I know how to play it, I just might have forgotten the title. But anyway, I had to mention a bunch of stuff in just like in a minute, but I negotiated up to 2 minutes into the movie. And then I just got this idea of just writing songs that were more like text messages, because we don't have time to listen to entire songs. So it's just, so I just started writing really short songs, and just hopefully people have enough attention span for songs around 2 minutes long. So. Pour me whiskey for breakfast with my morning tea. Soon I'll be putting some distance between these outlaws and me. I've discarded most of my history. I'm beyond fear, I've moved on. Where's that future once bright as the sun? How can I save the whole world if I can't save my son? The deeper I go, the farther I see. It's like I'm back at NASA, part of the great mystery. I've discarded most of my history. I'm beyond fear, I've moved on.
I need to get ready to do a live or I'm never going to get it. Let's see.
What was that line that Neil Young had in Rust Never Sleeps? When I get older, I'm going to get a real guitar. I was going to try playing standing up, but I had this tendency to fall over. That was a line from, there was a line in Fireside Theater. He's no fun, he fell right over. Obscure lines from the 60s. So I live I live in a beach community, and every 4th of July, if you live in a beach community, you know that there's a lot of fireworks going on, and there's partying, and there's this thing they have called Smith Stock, and they have bands, and I'm going to play an acoustic song later on called "The Ballad of West Beach," and I wrote it about how the dogs only get to walk on the beach after the people are gone, but a lot of folks liked it, and they asked me if I'd play that song this summer on the 4th of July. So I said, sure. And then he said, we'll play some other songs. So I wrote this song to go with it. They don't do it downtown, they don't do it by the pool. When you hear that boogie sound, you're going data cool. hanging round all year, praying for good weather. When the sun goes down, we all get together. Dancing in the street to the Rockets' red glare. We don't care if everybody stares. We do the rock. We do the rock. We do the rock. It's this stop. We do the West rock. Thank you to the Smiths for making the scene. Thank you to the man for waiting at the green. When the clock strikes 10 and it's time to dial down, we'll kick out one last jam in our groovy little town. We'll do the rock. We'll do the rock. We'll do the rock. Ask me to start. We'll do the West Beach rock.
Woohoo!
That was it, yeah.
Nice.
That was me by myself, but it's a little bit more with a band. This song called Sometime Condition. It's oddly appropriate for our times, even though it was a song that, it's of dubious origin. I'd started a long time ago as a Roger C. Real song, and he and I are kind of confused as to just how it's morphed over the years. It's a sometime condition. It don't happen every day. It's a sometime condition. It don't happen every day. When the brick comes in, it just won't go away. When I called you this morning, you didn't seem to know my name. When I called you this morning, you didn't seem to know my name. I was in last night, but this morning it ain't quite the same. It's a sometime condition. It don't happen every day. It's a sometime condition. It don't happen every day. When the brick comes in, it go away. This ends the electric portion of our show.
Okay. Saves the battery, too.
Learn to negotiate all these chords.
Part of being a rock star, my friend. Part of being a rock star.
You mean tripping?
Well, negotiating chords. Do you need to plug that in?
What, this?
Yeah.
No, this is all.
Oh, good.
See, I
Nice.
had a plan.
Yeah, you do.
So this is the other song about West Beach.
Oh, this is the Bob Dylan part of the show.
And you know what? In an odd kind of way, it's the Ray Davies part of the show.
Oh, cool.
Because I'm not really fond of outside. I kind of view outside as like where I am. It's a thing I endure between where I am and where I'm going. I really just I love being home, and but I like looking out the window at just outside, like what I see. And I see a lot of people walking by my house in the summer going down to the beach because I live like near the beach. Like the beach is like a few steps from my house. And so during all summer long, I see people walking by. And as it gets farther away from the summer, there's less and less people. And but more and more people walking their dogs. And the dogs can't really hang out on the beach in the summer because, well, it's just kind of like the way it is for dogs. And so that's kind of what I was noticing. But I was thinking about like that line Ray Davies has in Waterloo Sunset where he goes, every day I look out the world through my window. And that was what was the inspiration for the song, was that the thing is like I look at the world more through my front window and my back window of my house. So anyway. And I don't know how to play the harmonica. It's more of a prop. The actual recording of the song has a real harmonica player on it. Summer's gone, so I believe. Trees are laid bare. Summer's gone, and the folks walking up and down our street, well, they're nowhere to be seen. And the dogs can run around on West Beach, 'cause the kids like the leaves, they're nowhere to be seen. Snow will fall from the sky, and Rose and I will walk down to the beach and gaze out on Long Island Sound. And even the dogs and the kids and the folks who walk up and down our street like the leaves will be nowhere to be seen.
That's fun. That's a fun song.
And that's the harmonica portion of the show.
Thank goodness Bob Dylan is in here.
So these are certainly trying times, aren't they?
Mm-hmm.
And we're always trying, aren't we? So this is but I refuse to believe they're unique times, because I think as much as we think that they're unique times, they're not really unique. They're just our times, because the things that we struggle with, they're the same things that people have always struggled with. There's just some different tweak on the same dilemma. Emotionally, at the core, it's the same thing, and we're still just always struggling with the same stuff. And this song is about it. It's called Secondhand World. It's kind of like there's nothing really new under the sun. We just like to think that we're special and unique. Not to be negative. I get these ideas and they mess with my brain. I think about the times when I was happy, not inclined to complain. We're living in a second-hand world where nothing is new. Walking round in a second-hand world, trying to believe in something that's true. They tell me it's not right to stumble in the night, painting paper the day with something less gray. We're living in a second-hand world where nothing is new. Walking round in a second-hand world, trying to believe in something that's true. Living in a second-hand world where nothing is new. Keep your eyes wide open for something that's true. Something that's true.
Brian, you want to play one more song and then come talk to me?
Yeah.
That'd be awesome.
I'm gonna play around. I did this, the Passage EP. It started off with this really cold kind of abrasive instrumental, and it was kind of passing through the darkness into the light. If the cover of the EP had this picture where you could see the light off in the distance, and it ended with this kind of instrumental that was acoustic, and I'm just going to play around, and it's totally where my head goes at any given time. It's never the same. Sometimes it's a train wreck. Sometimes it's nice. Sometimes it is what it is. So I'm just gonna play around with it for a little bit. This passage.
Awesome. Come on over here and plug up. So, while Brian's coming over and putting his mic on, let me remind you that it is now the warm weather. Summertime events are happening all over the state. Check out local open mics, local farmers markets. The City Pier is having music on it all the time. You can find music pretty much anywhere. I know that, yeah, that was last night. I was going to say that the the Social has New London Big Band playing at it, but anyway, there's music everywhere. So get out and check out local live music and support the arts. The Hygienic Art Park, you can find everything that's going on there up on their website, hygienic.org. This is the time to get things back on track. Our economy needs for us to go out and support local events. Not big events that cost billions of dollars, local events. Do it. I'm going to talk to Brian now. Hi.
Hello.
Welcome back to the attic.
Well, I love it up in the attic, you know. Love
It's
being in there.
fun. It's fun to come to the attic.
And thank you for having me. I love coming here. And it's a nice drive, too.
It is a nice drive along the shoreline,
Yeah.
and oh yeah. How's Rose?
Rose is hanging in there, yeah. And she's doing good. She spends a lot of time in the garden, you know.
What a good thing. Get your feet rooted in and
yeah.
get your fingernails dirty.
Well, she wears gloves, but
Well, yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing, playing in the dirt. We did it as kids. We do it as adults. I did it and got some beautiful roses out of it. That was fun for me. But anyway, let's talk about your music. The last time you were here, you were doing things as a duo called the Weird Brothers.
Yeah.
How's that going? Is that still a thing? Or
Yeah,
you guys, what's going on with them?
You know,
with you?
With COVID, it's really hard because Peter lives in New Jersey, and we've done a couple. We've done, I think, since COVID, I think we've maybe done 4 songs, but it's really hard to work out him being in New Jersey and me being in Connecticut. We've got a couple of new songs that we're trying to push up the hill, you know, to get out. I think as a matter of fact, we were just talking last night about some ideas we have to get them out. But yeah, we're still very much a thing, and I'm looking forward to some stuff probably in the fall.
Oh, cool. Yeah. Maybe the Weird Brothers have to come back here together in your orange outfits.
I think we've kind of moved. I think in many ways we've kind of moved past
the orange outfits.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. That was fun.
And you know, there was a lot of symbolism.
Yep.
You know, especially me with wearing the outfit that I wore, and certainly I wouldn't wear that outfit now. With world events being what they are, I wouldn't wear that outfit now because it would be too much. I think it would be rife for misunderstanding. So I would never wear that jacket again. Probably not in our lifetime. I'd never wear that jacket again. So.
Okay. Well, that's okay. That's okay. Sometimes it's good not to be overly political.
Well, it would not be right. But anyway.
There's just things to, right. So you have a new album out.
It's not out yet. It's actually going to be more like a single.
Okay.
And it's going to be, it was originally going to be called The Ballad of West Beach, but I think now it's going to be West Beach Rocks. And it's just going to be the 2 songs, the Ballad of West Beach Rocks. And I don't know if you've seen on Facebook, but I've got a bunch of vintage West Beach postcards, and I've done this mashup of old vintage postcards, and that's going to be the artwork for it. And the back cover, I'm kind of writing it up like I'm sending, and it's a 1908 postcard.
Oh, nice!
And I'm writing it up like I'm sending a postcard from 1908. That but it's got the credits, you know.
Right.
It's, you know, Jack Dante and Roger C. Real and Rose and I are here on West Beach, you know, and sending our regards from and it's sent to the coffee house because we recorded at Michael Airfay. And so I'm just kind of playing with that. And I'm trying really hard to have it out in time for July 4th.
That'll be nice.
So, yeah.
And you're going to play on July 4th?
I'm probably just, Rose and I are just going to do those 2 songs down at the beach, yeah. At this Smith Stock thing.
Okay,
yes.
so there's now is that just like a neighborhood invited thing? Or?
Yeah, it's pretty much just, well, because, you know, it's like all beach things, there's nowhere to park and there's no way to get down there kind of thing. Mm-hmm. So it's pretty much, I mean, a lot of people kind of find a way down there.
Right.
It's a huge thing. But yeah, it's kind of mostly local people because but there's a lot of people that are down there generally, yeah.
A lot of people, because a lot of people end up at the beach.
Right.
It's a beach thing. Beach things are fun.
I think people also migrate down the beach. They might be down, say, Water's Edge, which is a commercial place, and they come down the beach. I know where it is. You know, from there. And
my sister used to live next door.
And you know the Elks Club. The Elks
I
Club
do.
Is down. People park at the Elks Club.
I do. He grew up out there.
Did you?
And my sister used to own the Happy Otter.
Okay.
And so she lived next door to Water's Edge. So she still lives out there somewhere.
Yeah. So there's all these places. Yeah.
The sister. So it's good. So your songs have kind of morphed into more concise reality, I think. What makes you what is it that makes you write your songs the way that you're writing them nowadays?
You know, I'm not really sure. I think that just to back it up a little bit. So, you know, COVID was, you know, we were in the middle of COVID. There was nothing going on. We weren't playing any gigs.
Right.
And you know Bobo, Dave Lavorgna, the bass
I
player?
do.
You know, we were
He's
with
been
him-
here with other bands.
Right, he was here with us in Ebin Rose Trio. We played with him.
Yep. And he's
And,
been here with other bands too.
Yeah.
He gets around.
He's an amazing bass player, amazing musician. He's like an amazing musician, beautiful person. And he sends me this text, and he said that he met this person, maybe on Instagram or somewhere, and he's a movie producer, and he's interested in having me write him a song for this movie he's doing. And you know, me being the cynic that I am, I'm like, yeah, right, you know. And it turned out he was a Connecticut person, and he was writing. He does movies, and I contacted him, and he wanted me to write this song that I've moved on, and my brain kind of just blanked out on the name of the song, but I got through the entire song. I know how to play it. I just didn't remember the name of it, and that song just inspired me just to write the songs for the Passage EP. Although Station Man, I had started writing it as a more abstract song. It helped me just focus in on it better. And then once I just started doing that, it got me thinking in terms of, well, I could be a solo artist, because in my whole life I never wanted to be a solo artist. I always wanted to be in a band. I never wanted to sing. This is the first time I've ever sang in my life. I mean, if you go back through every band I've ever been in, I always wanted to be in a band that was like Pentangle or Fairport Convention. So I always wrote songs for women to sing. You know, I always, when I would write a song,
Like with Amalgamated Muck.
yeah, I was always in a band where I was either in the background or there was a woman singing. So once I started thinking that I would be a solo artist, although I have Rose is doing harmonies with me, and now we're actually incorporating Rose. We're actually reinventing some ideas with Rose and I.
Rose
But
has a beautiful voice.
she's amazing. But yeah, so once I started writing from my perspective and thinking in my terms, I was actually more free to say things that I felt. Before I
understand
I
that.
would do a lot of self-editing. I wouldn't want to have somebody have to say, well, here's the song I wrote, and it would be highly personal or highly whatever it was. I used to write really kind of trippy kind of, you know, weird lyrics that had lots of imagery, and you had no idea what I was trying to say. These songs is pretty,
I think we got what you were trying to say.
well, you know.
I paid attention to what Amalgamated Muck did.
Well, but those were mostly Lawrence songs. I only wrote a couple of songs.
You wrote a
in
couple
Muck.
of those songs.
Yeah, I wrote a couple of them.
Absolutely.
But anyway, so yeah, I think that now that I sing with my own voice, my own songs, I can say whatever I want and feel like I don't have to. I don't care. You know, I don't have to care that somebody says, "Well, I don't really feel comfortable doing that," or "I don't feel comfortable."
Is that very freeing for you?
Yeah. There is a total. There is a real liberation, and I never thought that I'd feel. I never felt I'd enjoy it. I always loved being in a band. I always loved being in a gang. You know, I like being in a gang, having my crew. You know, it's we're
tribe.
Well, our tribe, or our, you know, we're gonna go bust up. You know, we're gonna go, you know, rob the bank together. You know,
I don't know if we should say that on public TV.
well, you know what I mean.
I do.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd enjoy it, but yeah, I do. Again, what I enjoy, I don't enjoy the part where I'm alone. You know, going to the gig, coming home from the gig, being at the gig so much. But I do enjoy the being alone on the stage part, because when I get up on the stage, it's just me. I don't have to feel like if I do a good job, I feel like I did a good job. You know, I can't say, well, you know, the drummer was off, the bass player was off, you know, the keyboard player was off. I get up on stage, and either I'm on or I'm off. I'm either on or off. It's me. and there's
Right.
no other place to put how the gig went but me.
Right.
And I like that. I like the fact that the only person that I have to answer to is myself. If that makes
That
sense.
feels good, right?
It does. It feels really good. Yeah.
What does Rose think of your music solo, your solo music? Does she like it? Or do you
Yeah.
even talk about it?
Yeah, she does. She supports it a lot. She's a huge support to me, and she has a lot of input into everything. Even like the West Beach song, she heard me, she heard me writing it, and like even like little things like when I was saying in the verse where I was singing it two ways. I said like waiting around all year, praying for good weather, and then and sometimes I was going hanging around all year, praying for good weather, and she said it's got to be hanging. She goes, waiting around is such a passive thing. She goes, we're hanging around, like people are hanging.
Yep.
She goes, Brian, we hang around, we don't wait around. She goes, things like that.
I understand that.
So she isn't passively involved in things. She's actively involved in things. She makes herself be known.
So other than the beach gig, do you have any upcoming gigs coming up that you want people to know about?
I don't have a lot of things planned for the summer. Just summer being what it is, I've been kind of slow with getting things together.
Yep.
The only thing really on my horizon, I've got a couple of those playing out in the street, those first Thursday and Friday things that aren't, they're just kind of like just there. The only kind of solid thing I have is I think in October, Bob DeApril's doing another CT Festivals thing, and I'm playing.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and I'm playing.
I think I saw something about that on Facebook.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be the opener for the Electric Band Acts at 33 Golden in October, but I think that's the only actual thing I've got on the books, and I've been kind of slow to book things just kind of things being what they are in the world. I haven't been crazy to take everything that's come along. I've just been kind of judicious as to what gigs I take.
That's understandable.
Mm-hmm.
So how about your single, double that's coming out? Are people going to be able to find that on social media, or where's that going to drop?
Bandcamp.
Absolutely on Bandcamp.
BEPW, every single bit of BEPW music is on Bandcamp. It's there for free download. It's free. You could, if you gave me money, I would not be disagreeable, because it's not free for me. But I feel like people pay so much just to live these days. They can stream it for free, and if they want to have it, then and they can't. I know money's tight, so I offer it for free, and if people can give me money, and a lot of people do give me money, but they can download it for free. Ballad of West Beach is already up, although we're gonna do some tweaks to it. Rose is gonna put some harmonies, and I might overdub a little electric guitar into there. But everything's up there all right. Everything that I played, with the exception of West Beach Rocks, is already on the Bandcamp page. And I have a BEPW band page on Facebook.
Okay, BEPW band on Facebook.
Yeah, on Facebook.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So those are good places. Those are good places to find Brian.
Hey, that's me.
Don't look at the monitor.
I didn't know I was over there.
That's so much fun. That's so much fun. When you're writing a song, do you feel like you want to break a message out to the world, or do you feel like your songs are more about giving yourself some kind of feedback or inspiration? Is it more about you, or is it more about putting a message out to the world?
I don't think it's about either. I think that
Really?
Yeah, I think it's. I think that it's about something happens in my head, and I get this thing, and it's like, oh, I need to just, there's something in here, and I need to get it out.
Okay.
And pretty much all my songs are like written 99% stream of consciousness. It really is just things like where I'm changing a word here and there. They pretty much, there's a song that I haven't recorded yet where Rose said she was ready to go out. We were going somewhere, and she said she was ready. And it was like 10 minutes. I was standing there with my jacket on. It was like 10 minutes had gone by, and we were still there. And I was like, took my jacket off and went into the den. And I'd write all my songs on my iPhone voice memo.
Yep.
Everything's in my iPhone voice memo. And I just pressed it down, and I sang the song. I just sang the entire thing, and I haven't changed a word on the song.
Nice.
And I just,
nice.
and a lot of it's that way. I just, I got to get this
It
out.
just happens.
And it just happens.
It's not every writer that is like that. Not every musician is like that, you know. Some people struggle.
But what's hard about that is that if I can't count on it, because then I can go long periods of time and write nothing. But like when I wrote the song for the movie, the guy that wrote the movie, he said, I hope I can remember this. He said he wanted a song that mentioned whiskey, outlaws, NASA, scientists, save the sun, save the sun, save my son. And I just off the top of my head, I said, you mean like, give me whiskey for breakfast with my morning tea, soon I'll be putting some distance between these outlaws and me, something like that? He's like, where'd you get that? I said,
I just wrote it.
I said, I don't know.
It just came to me.
Yeah. And so he goes, yeah, that would work. And so I said, yeah, okay. And so, and then I talked to him. I was in the car driving when I came home. Of course, I hung up and I into my voice memo thing. And so I got home, and I was raking some leaves, and I just started singing, I'm beyond fear, I've moved on. I was like, well, that's the chorus. And so I voice memo thing, I'm beyond fear, I've moved on. And so it just, I don't know where it comes from. I don't sit down and, I don't really consciously
I think it comes from your muse, and I think your muse is ingenious, and I think you are absolutely brilliant, and I love your stuff. And as what happens every time we do a show, we run out of time, but would you take us out with a song?
I don't know if I have any more, but I'll give it a try.
You will. Take your mic off.
Oh, yeah.
So while Brian's getting his guitar back in order, let's just remember, summertime is hard for some people. It's kind of easier living in some ways, but we need to make sure when it's really hot out that, number one, don't walk your pets on the tar. Number two, make sure that those kids have some flip-flops on or sneakers, something. Make sure that your elderly next door neighbors have water and at least a fan. Please check on your neighbors. We live in a community. Remember that, guys. A community means taking care of one another. Common unity. We love each other. We take care of each other. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. And I'll see y'all next week. Bye.
I was thinking about the day how it takes such a twisted way. All my friends, we hang around, hope it best for some solid ground. And where are you tonight, my dear? The sky is clear, but a storm is near. Why did you have to scratch that itch? Every car that went down that lane turned around and went back from where it came. And I've been thinking it's a sin. Why the hell even let me in? If you wanted me, I'll be on I-86. Take the needle off the record and we'll head out for the sticks, shining like a supernova on a northwestern night. You could hop right in, I wouldn't put up a fight. I've been thinking about the day, how it takes such a twisted way.